Hey there YouTube, what's going on? Super Spuddy here, bringing guys Feed the Beast tutorial today. So today I'm going to show you two different power sources, how to get the MJ and EU fairly easy and fairly efficient to start off with. So I'll start a bit before this actually. So what I recommend when you first start out Feed the Beast, this is how I started out. Geothermal generator with a couple of tanks, fill them up full of lava and just have it with a bit of waterproof pipe, have your wooden one coming out of there with a redstone engine on it, over into geothermal. That'll keep you going, that'll give you enough power for a lot of your stuff to start with, but this is what I recommend working up to afterwards. So it's just an iron tank. I've been filling it up with a little bit of lava to get the going for the tutorial. So just come out of it with liquid duct pipe, and with this stuff you got to make sure that arrow's facing the right way, and you got to have a lever for it to start working. So as you saw then, so and it comes out and goes into these geothermal generators with glass fiber cable coming out, and then you can just put it into whatever power storage unit you want. So this is a good one. That box to start with, it's pretty cheap to make, and it pumps out at 32 EU, so that'll run anything without blowing up. If you any of these, if you run most things off straight off these, that'll blow them up. So that's at 512 EU, so per tick, and this is 128. So you'll have to put converters, low voltage converters, medium and high, whatever, for these. So now on this one looks a lot more complicated, but it's pretty simple. The liquid duct pipe comes in, feeds, as you can see, feeds all these magmatic engines. Then I've got redstone energy conduct pipe, I think it's called. I've got some here. Redstone energy conduct pipe, and it comes out. And you got to make sure with this too, that with this stuff, that it's got that little arrow there facing out. If it's facing in like that, that means it's wanting to put it into these. So you want it to come out. That's the power out of them. That's the lava into the top of them. So all of them, as you can see, are all coming out. It's all pumping down into this redstone energy cell. So I've had it running a little bit. All this redstone, you probably ignore it. It's just so I can, for the tutorial, and I've got it in my world too, so I don't use so much lava. It just turns off all the pumps. So it's probably an easy way to set up this, but it's the way I did it. I haven't really looked into it, so it works well. So yes, that's what I'm going to show you how to make. So well, let's start off with the iron tank. To make that, you're going to need a fair bit of iron, but not too much. 4 iron through a rolling machine will turn to 4 iron plates. So then you just put them in a circle to make the iron tank walls. Then you put 4 of them in with a lever in the middle, and your 4 iron bars on the outside gives you the iron tank valve, and then your glass pane and your iron plates to make your tank gauge. So they're the only items you need to make a tank there. So you can see I've got a valve there, 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 and obviously one there, and one in the top. So that way you can access it from anywhere. So I usually recess it 1 block into the ground, as I'm going to show you how to build it afterwards there anyway. So yeah, anyway, let's continue on here. So next thing you're going to want to do is make a geothermal generator. So it's pretty simple. Just make an iron furnace, then you put the iron furnace down with a bit of refined iron and a battery to make a generator. Then you put the battery down, a bit of refined iron, a couple of glass there, and an empty cell to make the geothermal generator. So let's change the time here. Oops, that's not going to work. No, alright, why didn't that work? Set. Oh, there we go, that worked. Now we want to make some magmatic engines. So you'll need Invar ingots. So to make them, you need to pulverize some iron and some ferrous ores. So, and that's the pattern you need to make it, just in any crafting table or in your inventory crafting. So, and then you smelt them to make ingots. So that'll make 3 ingots. So, and then you just round them around the iron ingot to make invar gear. So, and that's how you make the redstone transmission coil, and that's the pattern. Pretty sure you guys would know how to make a piston, so that's the pattern to make the magmatic engines. So now we're onto pipes. These are the pipes I use. You don't have to use these ones, but I like these ones. They seem to work well. So you're going to need some hardened glass, and to make that you need to pulverize some some obsidian, and put it with some lead, like 2-to-1 ratio, in an induction smelter to make hardened glass. So, and put copper ingot either side of the hardened glass, and you get 4 liquid duct pipes. So that's not too bad. It's pretty cheap. Now with this, you need electrum ingots. So to make an electrum ingot, you want to pulverize gold, pulverize silver. It makes 2 electrum blend, and then you smelt that to make 2 electrum ingots. So that also, once you get them, that'll make 4 of them. So, and then you bring them over here to these energy conduct pipes, because they're empty. So you need to put them through a liquid transposer to make the redstone energy ones. So what you want to do is have a magma crucible, fill it up full of redstone, as you see, got a bit in there, and then you throw them in here, throw them in there, and they'll pop out there as redstone. I'll throw one in there just to show you guys. Got one there, and you throw them up there, and you see fills up, and now we got a redstone energy contact. So it's pretty easy. So obviously these are going to be powered, but so anyway, also as well, that's the recipe for the glass fiber cable. It's probably the best one for EU. Loses the least amount of energy over distance, and it can handle all the different powers up to the high voltage ones. So now we're going to need a chunk loader. So you're going to have to make an enchantment table and cover that in gold ingots with the ender pearl at the top, and that's your chunk loader. Pretty cheap, nice and easy. You're going to need a mining well, so it's just iron both sides, iron pickaxe, bit of redstone, and iron gear. So iron gears are pretty simple. Just make a timber one, then surround it by stone, and surround the stone one by iron. That makes your iron gear. So when you got the mining well, you put that with a tank in your crafting table, and that makes a pump. So nice and simple. So this is where it gets a little bit more complicated, but it's not too bad. Still pretty simple. So we want to make a liquid tesseract. So to make that, you're going to need a tesseract frame, and that's the crafting way you're supposed to do it. So you've got tin ingots, 4 of them, 4 hardened glass, and a diamond in the middle makes 1 of them. Then you put that through a liquid transposer with ender pearls to get an unattuned tesseract. So, and you're going to need 2 of these as well. So, and then with that, you bring this over here. So you bring it, you fill the magma crystal, same as that, but instead of redstone, you use ender pearls. And then you throw your tesseract frame up in there, and as you can see, it's just it's going to slowly do that. We'll come back in a second. So yeah, and then once you get your frame, you're going to make one of these guys as well, a pneumatic servo. So just 2 bits of iron, 2 bits of glass, redstone, makes that, and then put that with 2 bits of tin either side, then your unattuned tesseract. So with silver either side and a copper ingot at top, that makes you a liquid tesseract. So alrighty, so yeah, got that there. So alrighty, so and now when you go to nether, you're going to need some redstone engines. So either 4 or 8 with some levers. So that's your crafting for the redstone engine. It's pretty simple. Wood gears, bit of glass piston, because you guys know how to make pistons. So alrighty, let's head into the nether. So it's a nice good spawn here. I set this one up earlier, so that's what it's supposed to look like. Just got him up so you get up to speed. And there's your chunk loader. So rightio, so I want to go probably out here, go out probably 2, same as that other one. I'm going to put your pump down, put your redstone engines around it like that, and then get your levers, put them on the back of them, like that. Yep, and then you just bust them guys out. That on there, your lever on there, and now we need the liquid duct pipe. Unlike it normally needs to be, for some reason, I'm guessing because it's a pump, you don't need to wrench that for the direction. So I don't know why that is. And this won't link up to that because that one's full of lava, so that's why I've done a separate one here. So I think that's off actually. Oh no, oops, it is now. So that's like that, and then if we start up these pumps, oops, this hopefully should start pumping a bit of lava. So if I'll wrench it and see what happens. Nothing happens. So it's a bit slow at the moment, as you can see that one's full. Now we've got you have to put your chunk loader in here, otherwise once you leave the nether it'll all despawn and you won't get any lava come through. So oh yeah, that's starting to pump lava now. So now we need to link these tesseracts, liquid tesseracts. So that's where you throw it, put one in the nether and one on top of your iron tanks. So this will just go one, and we'll just do test, set frequency, and you can save it too. You can save a heap of different ones. So if you've got a few different places where you want to put the lava, so you can switch between the two. So right, yeah, let's head back, and you don't need a switch on those pipes as well. So alright, if we head up here, go to this, and there's one there, so all we have to do is click on it, set frequency, and you see the lava's already pouring in. So now to get it to come out here, make sure you've got that wrenched with the little arrow on it, and then all you do is just hit your button and then the lava starts pouring out. So we should start filling up these guys, or they'll be burning it probably nearly as quick as it comes in, if not quicker. Try and charge. So the battery box is already fully charged. That's about, I don't know, 1/8. It's about 1/20th. So yeah, the MFSUs have got a whole lot of power. So I've only got that at the moment because I'm not using that much. I've got a couple of these. So yeah, and then just switch that on and whammo, and that'll just, these guys will just slowly use lava. And if these do stop, they won't blow up. All they'll do is they'll just stop, and then all you have to do is just wrench it until it goes back onto there, and just make sure I think I told you before, make sure they're that way. Because if they're that way, they'll be trying to pump the power back into themselves. So I think that's all. You don't need to wrench these because that's the way they have to go. So as you can see, let's have a look how much lava's. So it's used pretty much all that lava already. So it'll just keep on going. Once these guys, so if we break this, these guys will just fill up full of lava, probably. Yeah, so and that should start gaining as soon as that. We'll turn that off anyway, and that'll start gaining now. See. So, alrighty, I'll show you how to build one of these. Pretty simple. You can do them in a 3x3, 5x5, 7x7, and a 9x9, which is your biggest one, with a maximum height of 8 blocks, so with a minimum of 4 blocks high. So we'll do like probably a 5x5 by 4, I think. So I'll go 5x5 by 5. So this is how I do them. Set them in the ground one, then you want put there, so in case you want pipes under the ground into the bottom of it to drain it out. And then just do this. Like that, put a couple more valves in, so oops, so you can access it from any side. We go 5 high. And we can just fill that up full of glass. So pretty simple to make, not that expensive. So first, especially for one this size. It's not too bad anyway, so should have most items readily available. So, and then once you've finished this, you will know if you've done it right. So you can also too, if you wanted to, you can just do that and then a bit of couple iron blocks. If I do this right, the glass should all join up. Yeah, and you just right click on it and it shows it. So alrighty guys, hope you enjoyed, and if you did, leave a like. If you need to know anything more about all this, just send me a message, or if you want to see another tutorial of anything, let me know and I shall show you guys how to work it or how to do it. I'll try my best anyway. So alright guys, hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you next time.